KC24, local news that matters. This is KC Sunrise.
Good morning. Storm as a significant threat to the safety of Californians.
Coming up this morning on Sunrise, we're providing full coverage of this atmospheric river that's now hitting our Central Valley.
Floods are one of the most dangerous disasters we have here in the state.
And how emergency crews are prepped and ready to respond for whatever damages or flooding happens over the next several days. KC24 Sunrise starts right now. Good morning. I'm Taryn Mitchell. Thank you so much for waking up with us today. Well, like we've been talking, an atmospheric storm is finally here, and our Ruben Contreras has all the details for you this morning. Good morning, Ruben.
Yeah, good morning. The rain finally moved in overnight. It continues throughout the day. The heavy rain really occurred on portions of the west and north side of the valley into very early this morning. Now it's the south valley, the east side of the valley. The moisture from these clouds are being really strung out, so that's why we're seeing the rain pick up in some parts of eastern Fresno County, Madera and Mariposa counties. When you see the yellow to orange to red on our radar, that's moderate to heavy rain at times, and that's the case especially along the 41 and the 168 in Fresno this morning, even the 180 going east and 99 south. Snow levels start off about 7,000 feet or so, getting close to 5,000 feet in some parts of the Fresno County mountains. Into tomorrow, they could drop down to 4,000 feet. Parts of the Sierra, it's a winter storm warning at or above 5,000 feet, and then below that it is a flood watch. In the afternoon, the concern is potential for thunderstorms. For the most part, the winds have calmed down, but it's going to be a little breezy from time to time. We're in the low 50s. We pretty much stay in the mid to upper 50s the entire day. If you get a little bit of sunshine, you might sneak into the 60s. It's more midday hours, I should say. That's possible in Mendota for a high of 61. Remember, it's going to start off as rain for Shaver, then it transitions to snow, rain, possible thunder for Oakers, Yosemite Valley, same deal. It starts off as rain, then it transitions to snow. We'll talk more about this storm and the next one in a few minutes. For now, we'll send it back to you.
PG&E crews are working to restore power in Carruthers. Well, right now an outage is affecting more than 2,000 customers. It all started last night before midnight. Well, they told us that the power is now expected to be restored around 7 this morning. Well, federal, state, and now county officials are warning that this is the time for you to take action. Well, that includes using sandbags to protect your property if you're in areas prone to flooding. Well, Madera County is offering sandbags at Fire Station 8. In Coors Gold, also at the Cal Fire Rancheria Station in North Fork. Also for folks in Madera County, you can go to Fire Station 12 in Oakhurst. The city of Reedley is also offering sandbags at the city yard at 1108 I Street. You do need to bring your own shovel. Now, we do have all this information on where you can get those sandbags that are closest to you on our website, yourcentralvalley.com. Officials also want to remind the public to practice safe driving. That's only if travel is absolutely necessary during this bad weather. So as a reminder, do not drive or walk through any floodwaters and avoid down power or utility lines, as they may be live with deadly voltage. PG&E also says it's mobilizing crews for the big storms. The utility company is also staging power poles, power lines, transformers, and other electric equipment at yards, and that's to restore power as quickly as possible. PG&E also says it is ready to activate local operations emergency centers to allocate crews, materials, and other resources to get things all patched up. Just as a reminder, if you see down power lines, assume it is energized and extremely dangerous. PG&E says you should call 911 to report it. Utility companies and hardware stores are helping folks across the state dealing with any potential power outages. Ace Hardware in Greenhaven, Sacramento is stocking up on things like batteries, flashlights, even back generators. PG&E officials tell us the storm is already impacting several service areas, especially the coastal communities, Stockton, and the nearby foothills. Overnight in Sonoma County, fire officials jumping into action to rescue a driver from their car as it was completely filled with water. This all happened on Mark West Station Road at Star Road. Authorities say that they were able to successfully rescue the driver, but they're using this as an example to advise you not to risk the drive if the water is flowing over the roads. And crews very much hard at work in the South Bay unclogging a catch basin near the intersection of South Winchester Boulevard and David Avenue. The basin was completely clogged up, causing the water level to rise above car tires. It took crews about a little under an hour to unclog it. Well, this is a live look at the Santa Monica Pier this morning. I mean, you can see just from the camera just how wet it is down in SoCal as they're continuing to see a lot of snowfall. Now, the current storm could drop 1 to about 3 inches of rain along the area there. Again, this is a live look at SoCal's. We're seeing a lot of rainfall there like they're seeing. Now, the Weather Service says up to 5 inches of rain could fall in the foothills and the mountains. But some mountain areas in Riverside and San Bernardino counties, well, they could see up to 8 to even 16 inches of snow. This is all before the bulk of the second storm hits Sunday night into Monday morning. A correction to a story we first brought to you yesterday on Sunrise. Well, we reported a public meeting input held at Clovis East High School. Well, that was to discuss the new boundaries that will be implemented by the district in the future. Well, in that report, we stated that the new boundary lines will have been implemented by April. Well, that was not correct. Well, actually, the new boundary lines will be put in place by August of 2025. We'd like to take this time to say we do apologize for that error. In the North Valley, a teenage skier had to be hospitalized after falling off a chairlift at Mammoth Mountain Ski Resort. You're seeing some of the footage there. It's all caught on video as that 16-year-old girl had just gotten on the lift when this fall happened. Employees and guests rushing to help when she hit the snowpack. Thankfully, we're learning she's completely fine. Well, 2 pounds of methamphetamine seized after a traffic stop in Placer County. That's all thanks to Sheriff's K-9 unit. Well, deputies pulled over a vehicle last week in the area of I-80 and Maple Street. Well, that's when a K-9 alerted them to potential narcotics. In the video released on Wednesday by the Placer County Sheriff's Office, you can see the K-9 Axel helping deputies make that discovery. And in the post, the Sheriff's Office praising Axel, highlighting all the important roles K-9s play in solving drug-related crimes. The Fresno County Sheriff's Office now aiming to increase transparency, trust, and investigative capabilities by equipping deputies with body cams. Well, after securing funding and approval, the Sheriff's Office has over 200 body cams ready to go. Around 50 of those cameras now being used as they continue to work out the kinks with the new technology. Sheriff John Zanonis tells us this is essential technology they've had to have, especially in this digital age.
We'll be able to show the community and the public and even jurors the totality of the situation, the entire call from start to finish. And when you're talking about law enforcement and when we do use force or something negative happens, it's important to see the whole thing.
Sheriff Zanoni says the rest of the body cams will likely be used by the end of the year. A banquet was held in downtown Fresno last night to celebrate all the achievements of Advance Peace Fresno. The goal of the program is to lower crime rates and transform neighborhoods by putting an end to cycles of gun violence and retaliation.
I think these guys should be celebrated. These ladies and gentlemen do a wonderful job daily, sacrifice their lives daily, not just but the dangers of the work, but the time that they put in.
We had significant decreases in violent crime, specifically shootings, which are down about 20%, and our murders, they're down about 43%. And the programs like this really help to stop the violence.
Last summer, Advance Peace Fresno received a $2 million grant to expand its work in the city. Well, today's the perfect day to stay in with a nice book. For the first time in 20 years, the Valley celebrated an opening of a new Barnes & Noble. Well, Sequoia Mall in Visalia welcome folks to the grand opening of the new bookstore on Wednesday. The 16,000 square foot facility right next to the Nordstrom Rack and features a game and toy section, along with Barnes & Noble branded cafe. The company plans to open over 50 bookstores in 2024. KC24 Sunrise time, reading 6:38. After the break, we're going to be back out live with the Fresno County Emergency Services to have all the details about this weather-related stuff.
And the rain is really picking up in certain parts of the valley, foothills, and the Sierra. First, your 40-hour forecast brought to you by Boz Allergy. Elder and Juniper, the top pollens, were in the low to medium range through Saturday. Remember, this is just storm 1. We'll talk about this one and when the next one arrives as KC Sunrise continues.